Welcome back to the Hot Seat, where we tackle the biggest topics with no filter. I'm Sally, and today we have a fiery discussion ahead of us. President Donald Trump has signed an executive order tightening voter ID requirements and shifting more control of federal elections to the executive branch. Is this a necessary step to secure our democracy, or is it a blatant attempt at voter suppression? Joining me today, we have Ryan, who supports the order, and Andreas, who opposes it. Buckle up, because this one's gonna be intense. Ryan, let's start with you. What's your take on this?
Sally, I think this is long overdue. We need to ensure that only U.S. citizens are voting in our elections. The idea that requiring ID is some kind of suppression tactic is ridiculous. We need IDs for everything: driving, buying alcohol, even getting on a plane. So why not for voting? This order strengthens election security and restores trust in the system.
Ryan, that argument ignores the real-world consequences. Millions of eligible voters, particularly minorities, the elderly, and low-income citizens, don't have easy access to passports or real ID-compliant documents. This order isn't about security. It's about making it harder for certain people to vote. The claims of widespread voter fraud have been debunked repeatedly, but this executive order is built on that false premise.
Andreas, you're saying this is a strategic move to disenfranchise voters. Do you believe this will actually prevent people from voting in significant numbers?
Absolutely. Voter suppression has always come dressed as election security. The people most affected by these new ID requirements are often the ones who already face the biggest hurdles when it comes to accessing the ballot box. And let's not ignore the fact that Trump's order also limits absentee ballots, something that's essential for working-class Americans, the disabled, and our military service members overseas.
That's just fear-mongering. We're talking about basic election integrity. Why should we let a system continue that allows even the possibility of fraud? A single illegal vote cancels out a legitimate one. And Trump's order still allows IDs that people already use every day. If we want to take our elections seriously, we have to enforce common sense rules.
So Ryan, you don't believe this order is about consolidating power under the executive branch? Many critics say it shifts too much control away from local officials, who traditionally run elections.
Look, federal elections should have federal oversight. Right now, we have a patchwork of rules from state to state, and that's causing chaos. The president ensuring elections are fair and uniform across the country isn't about consolidating power. It's about protecting democracy.
Come on, Ryan. You know that's not how democracy works. The Constitution gives states the power to run elections, not the White House. This order is a power grab, plain and simple. Trump is undermining the foundations of federalism to centralize control over elections in a way that benefits him and his party. And let's not forget, he's doing this after winning in 2024. So why is he still pushing baseless claims of fraud?
Because election fraud, even if rare, is unacceptable. Just because it hasn't been widespread doesn't mean it isn't happening. And frankly, making sure our elections are airtight should be something both sides agree on.
No, Ryan, the real threat to democracy is making it harder for citizens to vote under the guise of fixing a problem that barely exists. This order is designed to suppress votes from communities that typically don't support Trump. That's the bottom line.
All right, this is getting heated. But that's what we do here. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk about what legal challenges this order is likely to face. Don't go anywhere! This is the Hot Seat.